Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Laura. Hi, hello, welcome. Today we are looking at my eyeshadow singles right here, and I have an empty palette here, and we all know what that means, or I hope we all know what that means. It means it's time to build my own palette for the month of July, and I am so excited about this. So I want to really think about what I am panning in. It's not even panning. I want to think about what I'm using in my rotating palette project. I want to think about my Fantasy Self palette, which is this guy here. And then I want to think about my Pan That palette for this, I guess, for this year until it's finished, which is Subculture here. I'm not going to show you this because I did film my update earlier today. It's not going to be up until the second to last week of the month, but I am excited about the progress that I've made in here, and I want to continue to focus on these shadows. And if you've seen my updates, you know that I have no shimmers left in this palette, so I need to focus in and really pull shimmers out of my stash. So that being said, I am going to start with this guy, which is my Fantasy Self palette. I'm missing a couple shades, which is totally fine. The update for this project should be coming in the next week or two. Haley and I have to set the date, and that's about, I'm not really sure when. But I am going to pull a couple shadows from here to put in to a 12 pan BYOP. But I also want to think about, oh gosh, I have like not enough room on my desk for this. I want to think about my singles collection, this, and then I've been neglecting this MBA Cosmetics palette that Haley gifted me, so I want to focus and see if I can get some solid use in here, or at least pull a couple shadows, and I think I have at least one in mind for this. I'll pull this guy out first. I might shock you guys, but I think I'm going to pull this blue. I think this is Blue Agave. Yeah, this is Blue Agave by MBA. I for sure want to pull this for July. I think that would be so pretty. And I have a matte blue in my YSL palette that's in my rotating palette, and maybe I could do a really pretty monochromatic look with this. I'm thinking maybe I even should bring in this lighter blue. I think this is Blue Curacao. No, this is Montezuma. Way off. Do I want to bring this in as well? No, actually I don't, because I'm panning, or I have another shade very similar to it in my Urban Decay Heavy Metals palette that's in my project. So I'm going to pull this guy, Blue Agave, out. So pretty. I think that may be it for, no, I'm going to pull maybe this guy. I don't know what this is. This is Prickly Pear? Yes, Prickly Pear. That's a pretty eyeshadow, and I think that I could use that with Destiny in my Subculture. So I'm going to pull that guy out, and I think that's going to be it for this MBA Cosmetics palette. Again, Haley gifted me this. I don't know if I already said that, but thank you, Haley, and I can't wait to actually get some solid use out of the eyeshadows in it. So that is going to start off our build your own palette for the month. I think next I'm gonna pull stuff from my Fantasy Self palette. This green, which is called Matcha by Luxie Beauty. I think that would go with the green pretty well. Let's pair them together real quick. Like that even would be like a really pretty grungy look. So I'm gonna pull that guy out. Again, that's Matcha by Luxie Beauty. Oh, I do want to pull this. I am trying to finish this up in this Fantasy Self project, and obviously I'm so close. So this is going to get pulled out, and we are going to finish this before the end of the month. I'm pretty sure I'm going to finish that. But I think that's it out of here. That seems like so little, but no, I'll pull this guy. This is Good God by JD Glow. So pretty, and I think this will go with the blue really well. So pretty. Oh, so pretty. So I'm going to pull that guy out. Yeah, that will do just fine for this. that is it in the fantasy palette. So that is going to go get tucked back into my everyday makeup stash, and we are going to pull out some singles. I am probably going to draw a lot of blanks, if I'm being quite honest, but that is okay. We are going to try to use things that we don't normally use. I'm thinking pulling this guy, which is, I don't know how to pronounce it. Anya, maybe? This is from Dandelion Company. Any of my viewers that actually know how to pronounce it can actually correct me, but I think that would go well with these green tones. So we're going to pull her out, or him. I don't know if that word's masculine or not, or feminine. I don't know. But so far, this is looking pretty in my book. I don't know what else I want to pull. I'm thinking I want to pull something else to complement the blues, but I really don't have that many blue eyeshadows. I have this guy, which is Blue Note by Dandelions, and then I have like these few right here, and that's like my extent of blue eyeshadows. I'm not sure. Let's focus in on like some like of the colors that I want to put over here, I guess. I have a lot of neutrals in my rotating palette that I'm going to be working on, which is a little overwhelming. So what do I have in Subculture that I want to actually focus on? Put that where you guys can't see it. Sorry, I really don't want spoilers before the update goes up. Do I want to use this? Do I want to use this? This is so pretty, and I haven't really let myself use it. This is Glaminatrix Cloud 9. Yeah, why the heck not? We are going to pull this out. We are going to really enjoy using it. This was, ooh, or do I want to pull this? I'm going to pull, this is Dandelions Dahlia, which I love this shade so much with my whole freaking heart. But I actually have not really given this Cloud 9 by Glaminatrix much love since I've gotten it. We have Dandelions Dahlia and then Cloud 9 by Glaminatrix over on this side. So I'm going to pull that guy out, and I think she will get some good solid use this month, and I'm excited about that. Maybe I want to pull one of these like seafoamy kind of colors that I truly, truly love. I know I've hit pan in this guy, which was Hopper, and I repressed it because it's a little crumbly of a formula. But I'm thinking this. I'm going to swatch these three right here. So I have Mojito, Greenhouse, and Enlightenment. So this is Kristen Lee Cosmetics Mojito, Dandelions Greenhouse, and Kristen Lee Enlightenment. Ooh. Very similar. I think I'm going to go with the initial one, Mojito. So we're going to pull that out to get some use in that. That would also pair really well with the green down there. I am going to predominantly pull shimmers out because I have a lot of matte shadows in other palettes, other whatever panning things. So I'm going to probably pull mostly shimmers, maybe one more matte shadow to kind of round a look out in here. And I'm thinking to pull this guy. I think this is Trooper. This is Paper Tiger, or do I want Trooper? So this is a Trooper, and this is Paper Tiger. Virtually the same shadow. Actually, no, because I have a shade very similar in Subculture that I need to use. I think I'm going to pull Dolce out, which is this guy here. I think that might complement some of the shadows pretty well. And then I can do like just a really quick neutral eye in here, even like this in here, like these. That would be nice. What else do I want though? Maybe I want the most. which is a super pretty shade. Even Glass Bowl. But I think Glass Bowl is very similar. Like a less impactful version of JD Glow. Good God. Yeah, I'm going to pull the most, which is this beautiful shadow here. Then I love pairing Say I Do with cooler tones. It's just a nice matte cool tone look. Or cool tone shadow. Really pretty. That would go really well with it. And then maybe even, I don't pull this kind of shade out like ever. It's just not not a shade I really truly enjoy that much. But I think pairing it with the most in Say I Do would look super pretty. So the most here, Say I Do, and then that's Sweet Beats by Morphe. This is a 35M shadow that was depotted. So I think that's going to be the color story we're working on, which seems very all over the place. If I'm being honest, this is a very all over the place color story. However, I think that this is extremely pretty, and I think that I'm going to get a lot of really solid, good use out of these shadows, especially in conjunction with all of the other eyeshadows that I'm panning. When I do a build your own palette that pulls shadows from my Fantasy Self, that is how I've been getting good solid use out of my Fantasy Self shadows. And usually I'll put in like the shadow that's in my Ditch the Discontinued, but since I pulled Urban Decay Heavy Metals palette, which that palette is a part of, or one of the shades is a part of that palette, I don't feel the need to put it into the build your own if it's already out on my desk in another capacity. Editing Laura here. I forgot to do a swatch clip initially, so you'll see some swatches in a minute, but I do want to just say I have sunscreen all over my arm, so if the swatches are coming out a little patchy or a little extra foiled, it is because I have sunscreen on my arm. That is it. That is my build your own palette for July. Let me know if you like the color story. Let me know if you would have changed anything. I know this is definitely like neutrals over here, and then wham, there's your color, but I am okay with that. Maybe I will mix and match this. Probably not, but I do like to keep the palette the way that it was. That way when I show you a side-by-side between this month or the start of this month versus the end of this month, you could kind of see exactly what the usage looked like that I got in a month. But yeah, that is it for my build your own palette. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you are staying healthy, sane, and safe, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye!